Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome Donielle Artese to the show. Good morning.
So nice to meet you.
Nice
to meet you guys too. That's in the house.
Oh, thank you. Niece.
Niece.
Oh, niece. That's
Yes.
your daughter.
No, niece.
Okay.
Wealth of community, but we are celebrating her today and season 3 of Insecure on HBO. Woo!
How exciting is that?
August 12th.
So exciting. So exciting. Issa Rae she's like one of my heroes.
Why?
Because she has done what we all aspire to do as actors. She's created her own show. She's the boss of her own show. She's starring in her own show. That's like the dream.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right?
So tell us about the show. Tell us about the premise.
Well, I can't tell you too much because it's not out. But it's going to be a very funny, exciting season. And I'm in, I believe, half of the episodes of this season.
What was it like for you when you got the call to be on this show?
It's funny, my nieces are like my good luck charm. Every time I take them to an audition with me, I book it. It's weird.
So she's hired. She's hired.
She's hired. She's gonna be my assistant.
Can I hire her?
Yes, you can.
Can.
No, it's funny because when I got the job, I was beyond surprised. I thought I had done a good job. I thought maybe I might be in the running, but then the dates that they put on the audition paper had passed. And I was like, oh, didn't get it. And then I'm gonna say a week later, I got an email saying, oh, you're on hold. I was like, for what? They're like, for Insecure. I'm like, what do you mean? They'd already passed. And then the next day they booked me.
Incredible.
Wow.
Awesome.
Hashtag blessed.
Yes.
Hashtag blessed.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
I think you've got a little story behind that, right?
I do.
Yeah.
So when I was 18, I was diagnosed with lupus, which is a horrible, horrible disease. Horrible. And I was on my deathbed, and they told my mother that my kidneys would fail at some point in my life, right? They also told me I could not dance anymore. I was a dancer, you know, as a child, and I didn't like that very much. So I put my acting career on hold and went and danced, had a fabulous career. But towards the end of it, my kidneys did indeed fail. And the doctors were like, oh, she needs a transplant. They actually told my mom that time that I wasn't gonna make it out of the hospital. And my mom, single mother, was just devastated. But I have incredible faith. So I looked in the doctors' faces and I said, I don't need a transplant. I don't need anything. God is gonna heal me. They were like, need psychiatric.
Yeah. Please prescribe meds.
No,
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah.
they were like, you cannot get on the transplant list until you get a psych evaluation.
Wow.
And I said, well, I'm not gonna need that either because God is gonna heal me. And they were like, oh, this girl. So here I am, I'm very young, I'm on dialysis. And a year and a half after, I was doing 10 hours a day then. I do it at home. So a year and a half later, wait, hold on. I would also pray, and I had specific things that I prayed, and I made my own affirmations. I made a tape of myself, and I had Bible verses, and I had script, you know, everything that I needed to hear. And one of the things that I said was, the doctors are amazed at my blood tests. So cut to a year and a half later, I go in, the doctor goes, sit down. I've got to show you something. He has 2 pieces of paper. He goes, this piece of paper says this girl cannot live without a transplant. This piece of paper says she can live the rest of her life without a transplant. This is amazing. And I was like, the doctors are amazed at my blood test results. Whoa. And then I got off dialysis for almost 13 years.
Wow.
Wow.
And then they failed again, which is where I am now. So for the past 5 years, I've been doing 8.5 hours of dialysis every single day.
Oh my goodness, on top of shooting.
On top of shooting, on top of auditioning. And I gotta tell you, I got strong faith, but it's tough. It's really tough to walk into an audition room knowing, okay, all these girls are healthy. They don't have any issues. Do I look okay? Do I feel okay? Am I gonna be able to do this job? And somehow God's strength just kicks in and
Wow.
I'm able to do it. So I feel like there's a purpose for me having this,
Yeah.
you know, and that's to speak out.
I do believe also, I mean, I 100% believe in faith. I 100% believe in miracles. I believe miracles are just glitches in our belief system. I truly believe anything's possible. And I believe that we do have callings that come through these, that I do believe at some level we choose to have these experiences, to have it be whatever it is that we're supposed to give to this world. So I know perfection of whatever you're going through. And I also know that life is beautiful with its ups and downs, and we're here for you at all levels. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have no doubt that you're an inspiration for so many women who are struggling with lupus or other chronic conditions who still want to create a life that they love.
I hope so. You know, many days I just want to stay in the bed and cry, feel sorry for myself. But then I go, but I'm alive. You know, what if I'm not soon? I better enjoy this life because this is what I have. You know, so hopefully that can encourage someone to not so much focus on their circumstances, but to live in spite of their circumstances.
Wow.
Which you are clearly doing because you're starring in season 3, HBO.
Yes.
I mean, what a celebration.
I know, it's such a blessing. I feel so blessed, which my mom had this made for me, by the way. You said your mom would like this.
Yeah.
She had it made to, you know, celebrate. Like, look what God has done in spite of everything I've gone through. He still continues to bless me, but I think the gift is that I can see the blessing because sometimes people overlook it. They miss it and they focus on, look at me, I'm doing 8.5 hours of dialysis. This is, you know, poor me, poor me. I have some of those moments, I'm not gonna lie, but I have more of the, this is not gonna stop me. This is just gonna fuel me and, you know, one day I'll be Issa Rae.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We believe that.
Or like Issa Rae, because I am done.
That's right.
So where can people check out the show?
HBO, it starts August 12th.
So excited.
secure.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
and telling
much.
your incredible story.
Thank you.
We really
I appreciate you
that.
guys.
Stay
Thank
tuned.
you.
We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.